is being guarded, he's being protected at this point in time, but only so that he could face justice for the crimes he committed 17 years ago on 26/11, when a number of our people died. Major General Shashi Asthana, global and defense expert, joins us on the show. Mr. M.K. Meena, former IPS, also with us on the program. General Asthana, Tahawwur Rana has been brought to India. It's been a long stretch, it's been a long road to get him back. First of all, the government should be hailed and commended for this stellar and consistent and persistent sort of effort to make sure that he's made an example out of. What do you think will happen now? Will he meet the same fate as some of the other predecessors who were involved in this savage attack and were punished in India?
Certainly, it's a big day, and the government, as well as everybody involved, including the NIA and other agencies involved, everybody needs to be commended because convincing the US court that we have the adequate evidence and irrefutable evidences were necessary to get the extradition, besides President Trump's promise, which I think he lived up to the promise, and USA and India being on the same page as far as some of these terrorists are concerned. Why Rana is so important is that although there were a number of terrorists on 26/11 who were killed, we got one terrorist at that point of time, that was Kasab, whose trial was prolonged for quite some time, and he was investigated also. But the problem is that Kasab was a very low-level operator. Here is a case, in case of Rana, he is a military officer, was a doctor, must have been picked up by USI for such kind of jobs and to be agent mastermind, and would have been sent deliberately to Canada. Then given a choice, although being a doctor, he landed into a profession which deals with the transshipment of people, and that is to facilitate to sending the agents and getting back the agents, and thereafter a recce and direction for the kind of attack which happened on 26/11 along with his friend Colin David Headley. So therefore, the level of information and the connections which we can expect to be coming out of him is important, and that can lead us to so many things. As to one is exposing Pakistan on FETF and other international media. Secondly, knowing that what are the instruments being used by ISI and the other agencies of Pakistan. Thirdly, knowing as to what were who were the collaborators in India, because Kasab was just an operator, so he wouldn't have known as to who all have collaborated and set the stage for him. But Rana would know as to who all were the collaborators in India and sleeper cells in India who need to be identified and again brought to books. So that's another advantage of this person. Also, the whole world will be looking at the transparency of this trial. There's no doubt about the evidences. We have enough evidences. So in this particular case, the case is not of closure. Closure is necessary, but it's not that important as disclosure. So apparently, we will be looking at giving an example to rest of the world that we have given extradition request to various terrorists in various countries. Please extradite that gentleman. He will be given a fair trial. India is a fair democracy, and that message also needs to go well. And therefore, I am sure the trial people who are handling it, they will ensure that it's a fair trial and adequate evidences are generated to make sure that he is brought to books and also made an example for not only the terrorist as well as the potential terrorist as to wherever you may hide. You can hide in USA or Canada or wherever, but then at the end of the day, India is determined to get somebody. It can wait for 17 years, but it will finally happen. Back to you.
Mr. Meena, well, the